Stage 2 of 4 of the Tour de la Provence was the first chance for the GC riders to strut their stuff. 175 k's from Istres to La Ciotat, 4 categorised climbs, one of which came straight out of the blocks, a 10-kilometre first category climb. From there, it was up and down for pretty much the entire day, not least at the finish, which was located at the top of a 3.4k climb up from the coast, averaging 8%. Not a bad part of the world to ride a bike, is it? Especially on a day like today. Beautiful sunshine for the riders as they set out this morning. There weren't that many on the attack though this morning. Just 3 men formed the front group on that first climb. Jonas Koch of CCC team, soon joined by Cyril Bart of B&B Hotels Vital Concept and Victor Lafay of Team Cofidis. It was Koch who would take the maximum points at the top, and with it being a first category, the provisional lead in that competition. And he'd also take the first intermediate sprint, getting the better of Cyril Bart to take both the points and the bonus seconds. They got over 8 minutes at one point, but Astana started chasing them down, home to last year's winner Gorka Izagirre and pre-race favourite Alexei Lutsenko. There's your race leader, Nasser Bouhanni, but he'll be racing for his team leaders in the climbs today. The next sprint was on a climb, this time Bart getting the better of Koch, who would have to settle for second, but it was those two who were the last men standing on the final categorised climb of the day. They were just 30 seconds clear of the bunch at this point though, who had them in their sights. It was there that we saw the first of the counter-attacks from the main group, but Koch just about managed to hold them at bay to sweep up more King of the Mountains points at the top. And then began the race to the last climb, positioning particularly important given the technical nature of the descent that would lead them there. Nippo Delco 1 Provence using their local knowledge to their advantage, 2 riders prizing themselves clear. Siskevicius and Alfares held a 10-second lead with 9 k's to go, and that had grown to 15 as they hit the seafront at 5 to go. But then 2 became 1. Siskevicius overcooking it on a right-hander just before the start of the climb, Alfares with no choice but to go it alone. And his moment of glory didn't last much longer. The Frenchman caught by the Astana-led peloton just as the climb proper started. There was a stiff headwind on that final climb and it was putting a lot of riders off attacking. However, we did soon get some attacks. Alexander Vlasov, the Russian national champion, accelerating off the front, quickly catching and flying past 2 riders and making it a solo move. A bold move at that, with 2 kilometres remaining, but it at least allowed his teammate Lutsenko to sit in the wheels behind and save energy. It soon became apparent though that this move could be a lot more than that. Vlasov taking his lead up to 14 seconds as he approached the 1 kilometre to go banner, and there wasn't really a concerted chase going on behind. A few tried to attack, Pavel Sivakov here from Team Ineos amongst them, but Astana were quick to react to every single move. And so, the gap continued to climb rather than fall, 20 seconds for the Russian with 700 metres to go, still the same 300 metres later, and it soon became apparent that everybody else would be fighting it out for second place on the day. So, first victory of the season for Alexander Vlasov, first win of the season for his team Astana too. The clock started ticking and would do so for quite some time as the rest sprinted to the line. 24 seconds to be exact before Wilco Kelderman stopped it to take second place. Lutsenko of Astana making it a great day for the team by taking third. Kort Nielsen of EF Pro Cycling continued his impressive climbing form by taking fourth. There's a great ride by Neo Pro Baggioli for fifth, with Dunbar, Pino, Quintana, Parry Pent and Godou rounding out the top 10 all on the same time. The question is though, can any of them make that time back up on this man tomorrow on the Queen stage? It finishes 2/3 of the way up Mont Ventoux, so make sure you join us then. He now enjoys a 28-second advantage over Wilco Kelderman in second. Third place is his teammate Lutsenko at 30, the rest all at 34. Join us tomorrow to find out what happens. I'll see you then.